Silence your cell phones now.
I'm 23 years old, and sometimes I wonder if life was wasted on me.
Really, Tom Holland? Really? I mean, did you not take a chance to watch what Zendaya did? Just asking. What's going on, YouTube? Sensei Place be chilling, Sandy back with the movie experience with a movie which it's weird that I had intentions on watching it, but didn't think I would come across it to watch it. And I said, you know what? Why not hashtag give it a chance, right? Because Tom Holland's in there. I'd like to see what something Tom Holland. I want to be typecast as Spider-Man, so we get the 2021 film Cherry. So Cherry, just basically this, it's kind of like, you know, like a crime drama type thing that is directed by Anthony and Joe Russo, which I thought was already good news from the start, because, you know, the Russo brothers have worked with Tom Holland before. I mean, on many of properties, just to say the least. They do this, and it's based off the novel of the same name by Nico Walker. Haven't read the novel. Like I said, maybe my wife has, but I haven't. I'm saying because, you know, usually I don't get around to the books. I usually get around to the movies first. So it talks about an Army veteran who it's like, you know, is going to panning out his life, going like, you know, he becomes like a bank robber, and he has an opioid addiction, which happened to a lot of veterans coming out the military, and just the sad scenario of what has happened with that situation. So the film kind of explains that. So I'm gonna give you guys the good, the bad, and somewhat of an experience. So let's start off with the good. All right, well, let's do it this way. The good is Tom Holland in this movie. Tom Holland he has shown that he has some kind of acting range. He's not going to be typecast as Spider-Man. And the thing about it is, it goes into these different movies to basically show that he can basically act. And like I said, I always wanted he did another movie on Netflix that Swag saw that I did not see. I forgot what it was called. Kind of like I forgot what the name of that movie was called that I wanted to go check out. So I was like, well, you know what? Then let me check out Cherry. It has like a kind of a Forrest Gump feel to it, of him narrating his own story and basically the downfall and him going through the war and come back with PTSD and getting addicted, becoming a bank robber and stuff like that. It's the whole thing basically based off the novel, which I haven't read. But he brings, you know, his best, I would say, to the movie, and he brings his best so good that it's shitting on everybody else around him in a way. Kind of to the point, it's just like they're putting people, especially his love interest is next to him, which I'll get to that in my bed. I felt as though that he's out acting everybody. There's nobody that can compliment him in this film the right way. At least that I didn't feel as much. I was like, man, it's not coming to me basically. You know, when you get a lot of good actors can bounce off each other, kind of like how Zendaya and John David Washington did in Malcolm and Marie. But this one, I felt as though that ain't that much bouncing around here, bro. Okay, and that's what Tom Holland is here for. He's just like basically just here by himself. Like, and everybody want to come to work. Then also they do highlight a lot of things that war veterans go through, in the military go through, especially with our father being in the military. You come back home and there's no support from your country for these military veterans, and then, you know, they get to these opioids because of the PTSD, and they said to go through with war. And it saddens me that there has never been no kind of, you know, help or reliance for our military, the ones who go out there and serve for our country, and then they come back to the country who does nothing for them. And it makes you think about, it's hard to even go out here and even fight for the country, to be honest with you. But they did address those issues in there, but that's where I'm stopping at, kind of like when it comes to the good. So let's go into the bad. All right, so when it comes to the bad, it's basically the rest of the movie, because to me, it tries to have that Forrest Gump feel to it. It tries to have its deep moments, and it just fails at it. And to me, it clocks in at around 220, 230. What for me, long. I found myself checking my time. Now, usually my wife can tell you when I'm watching a movie, I don't check my phone. I don't check no watch. If I'm invested in the movie, I just watch it, and I start checking the time for like how long this movie got to go. And that, to me, when I start doing that, that's really a problem. I did that with the little things, and that bothered me when I did that with Denzel. And I was like, all right, maybe it'll pay itself off in there, but I feel as though that no, this is not where it's going to be going. And for some reason, it's like when the Russo brothers, because it makes me, they try to see a Russo brothers, because same thing when they was up producing 21 Bridges with Chadwick Boseman, and they was just like, that wasn't that too much of a good movie. It felt like when the Russo brothers go away from what they know, it seems to a point it's like, what are y'all even doing? It makes you even think like, y'all did Endgame, y'all did Infinity War, y'all did Civil War. Like, I'm saying that y'all did all this great stuff, but those are in the comic book movies. I'm just like, it makes you think back to the time with me. That's why I thought those are his favorite directors. I was just like, whew, well, he got time to go on that one. It's for me. Everything's just a little bit off. And then when it comes to his love interest, when it comes to Sierra Bravo, I'm sorry. I am not feeling her to the point where I was just like, y'all should just probably put Zendaya in this movie. Only because, not because of the Spider-Man chemistry, but him and Zendaya have a natural chemistry to each other. And you see how good Zendaya has acted in Euphoria and how she acted in Malcolm and Marie. And you ask yourself, I'm not liking this. To me, I'm just not liking it. It's not clicking to me at all. It feels wooden on some things, and to the point when it feels wooden to me, I'm not necessarily going to be into this joint at all. So to me, maybe you could have had a better actor in there. Maybe the format of it can be different. There was a couple of choices that they made in the films out to me. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if if I would have shot it that way, or if I was into it that way, or things like that. But to me, there's nothing really stuck to me as when it comes to substance of this movie, other than just seeing Tom Holland just be a decent actor in there. So when it comes to I guess slight spoilers or to the experience, so we're going to that. Okay, so real quick, I don't know if I pretty like the way the story is told with the narration of him narrating the story. Like I said, it has that Forrest Gump feel to it, and I necessarily say it wasn't it. And there are some characters that are with him throughout the journey of his story that we know nothing about, and he barely even mentions them. But unlike Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump, I got to know about Bubba, and I got to know about Lieutenant Dane, and I got to know about Janet, and I got to know about all them different characters in there. And I felt as though it was just like, are you forgetting people, bro? Personally, I don't know necessarily if that's what it. And there's, like I said, there's times that I just wasn't in to say the movie. Personally, what it's like, I want other Tom Holland properties to be good. Okay, that's what I want it to be. I don't want to be like he just got Spider-Man, because the guy is very talented. He's a very talented guy, and I'm praying for that Uncharted movie to come out and stuff like that. So, guys, honestly, when it comes to my grade, I'm going to give Cherry a Catch at a Barbershop. Ain't much going on here, and like I said, I kind of fell asleep to it. Well, I go back and finish watching. Here goes spoiler. I didn't even finish it. Okay, I didn't even finish it, and I probably gonna get crucified for doing the review and didn't even finish it. But I was like, I probably should go back and finish the movie. I probably will, most likely. And if I have an update, I'll do it on the podcast. But right now, I'm not necessarily good. But post any comments down below if you guys enjoyed the movie Cherry. If you guys liked it, maybe you may liked it, man. I did like it. Do you think Tom Holland, he is that talented that he can recover from this, or whatever the case may be? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review. And remember, reviews, movie experiences every single weekend. As review all different kinds of movies here, right here. The new ones, we got remastered ones that come out, the retro ones that come out. So every weekend, right here on NC Studios. Once again, it's NC place to be. Chill, Mr. Indy, and I'll see you at the movies.